Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis. Chris Jericho might have lasted the longest in this year's Royal Rumble, but we all know who the real Iron Man performance was from. The Alamo Dome entranceway. It was a long distance to the ring. It resulted in a few weird moments where the camera would show one guy sprinting down from the entrance for them not to appear in the ring until a little while later. With the Rumble already being a 5-hour plus event, I was starting to worry how long Undertaker's entrance would go. Thankfully, WWE planned ahead, pulling the old WrestleMania 3 motorized cart trick, as a fan on Twitter shows, with the larger WWE superstars being driven down to the ring in buggies. Big E took the mode of transportation personally, tweeting, "Almost certain getting the golf cart Royal Rumble entrance was the company's not so subtle way of telling me I'm fat." If anyone wants to make a meme of Big E's entrance picture there, the image link is in the video description below and you can tweet them to me at Ollie Davis. WWE's business rival New Japan Pro Wrestling tweeted their own thoughts on the Royal Rumble. And IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada thought his 6-star Wrestle Kingdom 11 match with Kenny Omega was better than the brilliant AJ Styles vs John Cena. While Omega tweeted, "You can't compare apples and oranges, and at the end of the day, I could easily have Cena and AJ's best match. In WWE, there is no argument." Unfortunately, Omega then got sucked into a Twitter brawl with a few fans, tweeting at one point, "How wrong you are, but being wrong and ignorant are common for the typical WWE fan." Regardless of who had the better match, it seems John Cena's historic record-tying 16th world title is actually just a transitional reign. All of Cena's title challenges over the last 2 years have been framed around him trying to tie Ric Flair's fictional 16-reign record, with the achievement taking center stage in both his SummerSlam match against Styles and the build a few weeks before the Royal Rumble. But as the program got closer to the match, the landmark achievement received fewer and fewer mentions. According to Dave Meltzer, there was a plan to make a bigger deal of John Cena tying Ric Flair's record, but it was rewritten out of the show. The current plan is for Bray Wyatt to win the WWE Championship at the Elimination Chamber, going on to face Royal Rumble winner Randy Orton at WrestleMania, making Cena's huge achievement actually just a throwaway 2-week reign. Last week's Wrestling Observer newsletter also reported that there was an idea backstage for John Cena to face Samoa Joe at this year's WrestleMania. After Joe debuted on this week's Raw, that no longer seems to be the case, and Meltzer revealed on Wrestling Observer Radio that there is a new opponent in mind for Cena and that it's not good. This next story comes from the not-so-reliable Wrestling News World, which is why I've slapped a big old rumor warning on the front of it. They're reporting that WWE is planning to scrap the Cruiserweight division from Raw if the ratings don't improve. Apparently, Vince McMahon is very unhappy with how the division has been performing on Monday nights. And we already know from the Wrestling Observer that the Cruiserweight matches have recently been cut down to just 5 minutes each. 205 Live is safe, as that is one of Triple H's babies, but Vince has made it clear that he has no problem eliminating the Cruiserweights from Raw entirely. How would you save the Cruiserweight division? Point out that cutting time and pulling resources runs a bit contradictory to trying to help them to succeed in the comments down below. If you want to watch my review of the Royal Rumble or how I eerily predicted Roman Reigns' surprise number 30 entrance, click the videos to the left and subscribe. I've been Ollie Davis and that was wrestling.